May I make welcome to Chumuckla, Florida for the first time, from Nashville, Tennessee, a country music legend, Miss Connie Smith.
Lately you've been acting strange to me. Somehow it's not the way it used to be. You're doing things you never dared to do before. And I don't believe you love me anymore. I felt your love grow colder day by day. When I try to hold you close, you turn away. There must be someone else you're longing for, and I don't believe you love me anymore. You like the steel guitar? I thought our love was real right from the start. I've always loved you, dear, with all my heart. Now I wonder where you go each time you close the door. And I don't believe you love me anymore. I felt your love grow colder day by day. When I try to hold you close, you turn away. Well, there must be someone else you're longing for, and I don't believe you love me anymore. Oh, listen to this. Sundowners. Thank you very much. I love singing country music. I think I was called to be a country music singer, and I enjoy it very much. Love working with these guys. And over the last 47 years, I think I've recorded about 53 albums. This is my latest one. Actually, it's been about 13 or 14 years since I've been able to say I got a new CD out. But, as a matter of fact, I usually say album anyway. But this is that song was on it. That was an old Roy Drusky song that I loved. Always wanted to record, so we did it. Marty produced the album, so we did that. And then here's another one that Marty and I and Costas wrote last year.
3, 4, 1.
Don't be concerned with how I feel. It's just my heart. I can't conceal it's true. But I'm not blue. You might think I'm falling apart, but I'm just missing all the love we knew. I'm not blue. I'm not blue, no matter what you say, no matter what you think. It only looks that way. And if you think there's teardrops in my eyes, they're only raindrops from like when you're not around. It takes getting used to, but I'm not blue. The truth gets hard to say when pride stands in the way. So just let me lie to you, I'm not blue. Sometimes I just break down, like when you're not around. It takes getting used to, but I'm not blue. The truth gets hard to say when pride stands in the way. So just let me lie to you, I'm not blue. I'm not blue. Good job, guys. Thank you very much. I'll get to some of the old ones, but this is, somehow I did 3 of the new ones in a row. We're having fun doing them. It's called You and Me. Marty and I wrote this. Got to change guitars on this one. This is our first show of the new season. We've been taping 26 Marty Stewart shows. We just finished Friday. So we'll get going here in a minute. 2, 3, 4, 1. I don't care who's right or wrong. It don't matter anymore. Breaks my heart to lose a love that's meant to be. I felt your icy unconcern as our bridges slowly burned till we turned into nothing, you and me. I thought we'd be together for a lifetime, but that's not how it all turned out to be. Our forever didn't last. We're now in the past. Teardrops and heartaches are all that's left of you and me. I'm in a world that's cold and dark, but it's a place to hide my heart. We're sinking in a sea of broken dreams. I keep wondering about you. That's what lonely makes you do when old memories come around of you and me. Well, I thought we'd be together for a lifetime, but that's not how it all turned out to be. Our forever didn't last. We're now in the past. Teardrops and heartaches are all that's left of you and me. Teardrops and heartaches are all that's left of you and me. Thank you. Could we have a little sound here? You'll hurt Rod's feelings there.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Turn her down just a little bit in my monitor, please.
What do you mean by that?
I can still hear her.
On second thought, go ahead and turn him back down. Actually, I want to introduce you to my band. I love these guys. They're some of my best friends. And, boy, you don't get musicians any better than this. And they just keep getting better. They were on my new album, and I was so proud of them. They did so good that I have to tell everybody somebody else did it so they won't try to get them away from me. But our lead guitar player, how many years now we've been together?
14.
14 years already. Almost as long as Marty and I have been married. Marty and I have been married 14 years already. How about that? Yeah, so Rick, you're my second favorite guitar player in the whole world.
All right.
If you get my drift.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big compliment. But I love you, and I love your guitar playing, and you're already just impressing me. Yeah.
Oh, well, honey, I love you right back.
I'm going to pay him tonight. Do all of
I love
any of
you
you
too.
Since
a lot.
when?
I love you too.
I want to introduce you to the steel guitar player, but I got a question. Do any of you see the Marty Stewart show on RFD TV? Then I don't need to introduce him. Now, Gary plays on the Marty Stewart show with the fabulous superlatives and myself and Leroy, Troy, and Marty. And he adds to the show. I've watched him grow and grow, and I thought he was great when I hired him. Would you welcome Gary Carter, ladies and gentlemen?
And what was his name over there?
Rick Wright.
Okay.
Did you forget that?
I did, yeah. I forgot to tell you to.
Sorry, Rick.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
And I want to introduce you to our drummer. He likes 9 years in May. He's been with me. Gary, you've been with me 6 years. Yes. 9 years in May, and I'm proud because I had worked with different drummers all over these years, but I was working in Nashville, Indiana one time and only brought a steel player and used Les Taylor's band. He was working with Les at the time, and when I walked off stage after that show, I said, that's my drummer. And so he's my... Yeah, it took us a while. That's right. He actually worked with Jerry Reed for about 8 years. Oh, yeah. And then after I claimed him as my drummer, he worked for Tricia Yearwood for 6 years. But that wasn't enough. He went with Joe Diffie for another 6 years. And finally, he's from West Liberty, Kentucky. I want you to welcome Rick McClure, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome. 23 years. Yeah, I remember that.
You've had all day to work up to this.
I have, all day long to work up to this. 23 years he's been with me, and we've traveled all over the world, and we even worked Dollywood one time. And he brought his wife, and his name is Rod Ham. He brought his wife on that show, and he brought his son, he brought his daughter. He brought the whole Ham family. But you got to watch him every minute. It takes all of us to keep him in reins. So I want you to welcome him anyway, because I don't want him up here crying. Would you welcome Rod Ham, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, free-range ham, he said. This is the Sundowners. And what are we doing now, boys? Just kick it. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 1. They tell me Homer Jones was out hunting bear when a big old grizzly killed his favorite hound. The morning paper said our only beauty shop burned down, but it don't worry me, 'cause I love Charlie Brown. Yes, I know I love him so, and I'm proud to be the girl to hold his hand while traveling through this world. So let the sun come up and shine, or let the sun go down. It don't worry me, 'cause I love Charlie Brown. to the ground. And they say the new freeway will separate and ruin our town. But it don't worry me, 'cause I love Charlie Brown. Yes, I know I love him so, and I'm proud to be the girl to hold his hand while traveling through this world. So let the sun come up and shine, or let the sun go down. It don't worry me, 'cause I love Charlie Brown. Oh, it don't worry me, 'cause I love Charlie Brown. Thank you very much. I'm a country music lover from the time I was 5. I said I was going to sing on the Grand Ole Opry. And I was very fortunate to come to Nashville when we had so many of the great singers and songwriters and musicians that we had when I started with, Roy Acuff and Ernest Tubb and String Bean and Grandpa Jones and Marty Robbins and Dottie West and Minnie Pearl, and so many of the great folks that were there became my friends. And one of my Roger Miller, I never wanted to miss his show if he was on the package show we did, because he was so great. But one of the ones I always wanted to run out and be sure I watched his show was when he was on, was a guy by the name of Marty Robbins. And my husband was named after Marty Robbins. Did you know that? John Marty Stewart. That's right. And but Marty Robbins was so great. And the first time I heard this song, it was written by Gordon Lightfoot from up in Canada way, but I heard it sung by Marty Robbins. And back then we used to cut 3 albums a year and a single every 3 months. And the producers would say, now it's the titles that sell the album, so they wanted us to cut everybody else's hits. So this is one I cut that Marty had a hit on. It's called Ribbon of Darkness Over Me. Since my true love walked out the door, tears I never had before. Ribbon of darkness over me. Clouds are gathering o'er my head. They chill the day and hide the sun. Enshroud the night when day is done. Ribbon of darkness over me. Rain is falling on the meadow where once my love and I did lie. Now he is gone from the meadow, my love goodbye. A ribbon of darkness over me, where once the world was young as spring, where flowers bloomed and birds did sing. A ribbon of darkness over me. In this cold room alive, I don't want to see no one but you. Oh Lord, I wish I could be dying to forget you. Oh, how I wish your heart could see how mine just aches and breaks all day. Come on back and take away this ribbon of darkness over me. La 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 dee, a ribbon of darkness over me. The title of my new CD is called Long Line of Heartaches, and Marty and I wrote 5 of the songs on the album, and this is one of those. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. go again, starting over one more time. I've always heard it said, out of sight, out of mind. But as far as I can see, there's no truth to that old line. 'Cause it's like it's always been. You're leaving and I'm crying. There's been a long line of heartaches, so many tears I've cried. I've lost count of all the sleepless nights, lonely days and sad goodbyes. Well, it does you no good when those burning teardrops fall, saying everything's gonna be alright to a heart that's seen it all. Only time will tell just how this story goes. 'Cause when it comes to love, I guess heaven only knows. Till then, I suppose it comes down to you and me. 'Cause it's like they always say, what you love, you must set free. There's been a long line of heartaches, so many tears I've cried. I've lost count of all these sleepless nights, lonely days and sad goodbyes. Well, it does you no good when those burning teardrops fall, saying everything's gonna be alright to a heart that's seen it all. I've recorded now with the new box set that's coming out. I've recorded, I think, 71 Dallas Frasier songs. This is one of the first that I've recorded on RCA Victor.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I ain't done one single thing this morning except for crying all alone. I ain't had no loving since you've been gone, and I ain't gonna get no love until you come home. Nothing's been the same since you left me. Everything has gone from right to wrong. I ain't had no loving since you've been gone, and I ain't gonna get no love until you come home. Smiles of yesterday now find me crying. The red and golden rainbow turn to blue. Dallas could write the whole gamut. He wrote everything from Alley Oop to that one to All I Have to Offer You Is Me. I mean, there's just so many great songs that he wrote. 14 Karat Mind was one of them. But this is one that he wrote for me, one of my very favorites. Run away, little tears. You've been locked up too long. Run away, little tears. Our baby's gone. I look at his picture, touch an old souvenir, and then grow weak from holding back these locked up tears. Run away, little tears. You've been locked up too long. Run away, little tears. Our baby's gone. A storm of emotion keeps on working within, breaking down a heart that only he could mend. Run away, little tears. You've been locked up too long. Run away, little tears. Our baby's gone. Run away, little tears. Our baby's gone. Might not see me around about the first couple of weeks of March because I'm expecting my 8th grandbaby, and I want to be there when it's born. And this one has a 3-year-old brother and a 1.5-year-old brother, so Mama's going to need me for a while. But she'll live through it. My girls, I got 3 of them a year apart, so, as well as 2 boys, so it'll be fun. But my 3-year-old grandson, he's done decide. They didn't check and find out what the baby is, but he's already decided at Christmas. He said, Mama, we didn't get the baby anything. Don't you think we ought to go get her a present? And they were walking in the library the other day, and his mama had a hold of Jonas's hand and Xander's hand going in because it's getting a little hard to carry. So she's walking in the library, and Jonas said, Mommy, when the baby gets here, maybe I can hold her hand. So Mama's better not disappoint that boy. But they're a wonderful thing to have. My daughter always says a prayer with them and lets them pray every night before they go to bed. And my 3-year-old son, she'd had a rough time. They've all 3 on antibiotics. They've had sinus infection and double ear infections, Mama and the 2 kids. So she's had it rough. And then when they don't wake her coughing, or she don't wake up coughing, her husband's a volunteer fire department guy, so his beeper wakes her up. So she was having a pretty rough day the other day, and she always asked Jonas, said, Jonas, who do you want to pray for? And he'll tell her whether it's a little boy that cried because he couldn't come over or whatever. And so the other night she said, Jonas, who do you want to pray for? And he said, you, Mommy, I have you on my heart. Now, that makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? I can tell there's some grandmas and grandpas out there. This is another one of the songs that Marty and I wrote, and they're kind of sad, and we had fun writing them.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Well, I've held true love, and I felt love's glow. And just like a fool, I let love go. Then I heard love say, I told you so. Now there's one thing I know. Oh, the pain of a broken heart will tear your whole wide world apart. Tears will fall right from the start with the pain of a broken heart. Oh, yeah. Should true love ever come your way, hold it close both night and day. Now children, listen when I say, don't let love slip away. Oh, the pain of a broken heart will tear your whole wide world apart. Tears will fall right from the start with the pain of a broken heart. Your tears will fall right from the start with the pain of a broken heart. Beautiful. If you watched the Marty Stewart show, you may have heard this song on our show because Marty and I talked Gary into it. One of the great things I thought about country music when I came into it was there was the Texas Troubadours and bands like that that used to play great instrumentals. And I don't want that to die, so Gary and the guys to kind of help that keep going. And this is a wonderful, beautiful song that Gary does a wonderful, beautiful job of, just as soon as he gets his wonderful, beautiful steel guitar working. That's all right.
Gary, are you wonderful and beautiful now? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lonely Street. Thanks, Gary. That's beautiful. And I've actually talked Rod into doing a song that I like. It took me forever getting to do this song. Not really. But this is one of the great Merle Haggard tunes, and Rod does a great job.
It's a big job, just getting by with 9 kids and a wife. But I've been a working man, dang near all my life. Better keep on working as long as my 2 hands fit you. I'll drink a little beer in the tavern, sing a little bit of these working man blues. Well, I keep my nose at the grindstone, work hard every day. Get a little tired on the weekend. After I draw my pay, I'll be back working. Come Monday morning, I'm right back with the crew. I'll drink my beer that evening, try a little bit of these working man blues. Here come the working man. Sometimes I think about leaving, gonna do a little bumming around. I might throw my bills out the window, catch a train to another town. But if I'm working, gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. I'll drink my beer that evening, try a little bit of these working man blues. I'll drink my beer in the tavern, sing a little bit of these working man. Song goes out to all you working men.
I think they woke up.
Well, thank you.
That's great. That's great.
You're two kinds.
Well, I tell you what, that was great. You had a lot of help from the guys on that one. That might have put you over, so I think you better do another one just to make sure it was you. You know the one I
Yeah,
want.
but I don't really want to find out that it wasn't.
Well, then do the one you know I always want to hear.
That other one I know.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of your favorites, and I hope it's one of mine. He said, I'll love you till I die. She told him, you're forgetting time. As the years went slowly by, she still preyed upon his mind. He kept her picture on his wall. Went half crazy now and then, and he still loved her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. Kept some letters by his bed, dated 1962. And he had underlined in red every single line of you. I went to see him just today. Oh, but I didn't see no tears. And all dressed up to go away. First time I'd seen him smiling, he stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. You know, she came to see him one last time. Oh, and we all wondered if she would. And that kept running through my mind. This time, he's over her for good. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
Rod Ham.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rodster. That was great. And we were in the dressing room at the Opry one night, and the guys were picking on this song, and I said, we need to do that one on stage. And they said, oh, we don't know it. And so I kept asking, have you, and I told them, you need to learn that. And I'd ask them every now and then, have you learned it? And, no, we haven't worked on that one yet. I'd ask them, have you learned that song I was talking about? No. And so one day I introduced it. And they learned it.
Real quick.
Yeah, it's called Eastbound and Down in honor of Mr. Jerry Reed. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you letting me be on your show. How about the Sundowners, ladies and gentlemen? One more good hand. Shoot, they're so good I'd come to my show if I wasn't even on it. And you know, there's so many of the artists in Nashville that are not only great singers, but they're also great musicians, and they're also great songwriters. This song was written by Costas, but also with Patty Loveless and her husband, Emery Gordy. It's one of my favorites.
3, 4, 1, 2.
Are you lonely, just like me? Don't you wish sometimes that love could be what it used to be? Does your heart ache just like mine? Don't you wish somehow that we could just go back in time? That makes two of us. That makes two of us. Don't you think it's time to let the healing start? If you miss someone, that makes two of us. It takes two of us to mend a broken heart. Are you sorry, just like me? Don't you wish you could erase the things you didn't mean? Do those memories cross your mind? If you look into my eyes, I think you're gonna find that makes two of us. That makes two of us. Don't you think it's time to let the healing start? If you miss someone, that makes two of us. It takes two of us to mend a broken heart. And this is another one of those 71 Dallas Frasier songs I've cut. It's on the new CD.
3, 4, 1, 2.
softly said, don't let him slip away. But pride drowns out what wisdom has to say. Now you're the one who has to pay the cost of broken dreams. What's a heart like you doing in a fool like me? Oh, what I'd give if only my mistakes could be undone. And once more hear you whisper, he's the one. Forgive me, heart, my foolish ways have brought you to your knees. What's a heart like you doing in a fool like me? Listens when you speak, someone to trust and see to all your needs. But here we are, so close and yet estranged as we can be. What's a heart like you doing in a fool like me? Oh, if only my mistakes could be undone. And once more, hear you whisper, he's the one. Forgive me, heart, my foolish ways have brought you to your knees. What's a heart like you doing in a fool like me? This is a song that Marty and I started probably about 15 or 16 years ago, and we finished it this past April.
One, two, three.
I never knew a heart could break in so many pieces. I never knew so many tears could fall. I never knew the meaning of lonesome till you were gone. And I was talking to the wall. I tried the nightlife, and it left me cold and lonesome. I tried a new love, but it only left me blue. I tried running, but I keep running round in circles. Each step I take just leads me back to you. Time won't heal these blue heartaches. I've done all that I know to do. Yes, I'll live with these blue Yes, I'll live with these blue heartaches. I just can't seem to get me over you. I just can't seem to get me over you. Thank you. Thank you very much. One of my buddies that I used to love doing the package shows with was Johnny Russell. He was he's a great, he wrote Act Naturally. He wrote Got No Reason Now for Going Home. He was a great songwriter, and he was just a great friend. We miss him a lot. But this is a song that Johnny used to do on the Grand Ole Opry, and I thought, I don't want that song to die. It's such a great song, so we put it on the new record as well.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Ain't you even gonna cry? Hey, I'm walking out the door. You may never see me anymore. Ain't you even gonna cry? I've taken all that I can take. My heart's broke, all that a heart can break. I'll be leaving now for my heart's sake. Staying here would be a big mistake. Ain't you even gonna cry? Hey, I'm walking out the door. You may never see me anymore. Ain't you even gonna cry? I can't say where I'll be going to. Just some place to get away from you. All these hurt and pains you've put me through. I don't suppose that I'll be missed by you. Ain't you even gonna cry? Hey, I'm walking out the door. You may never see me anymore. Ain't you even gonna cry? Ain't you even gonna cry? Thank you very much. I've been a member of the Grand Ole Opry since 1965, and it's a lifelong dream come true, and meeting people like Johnny Russell, being able to call them our friends. I remember when you lose someone, you kind of think back to the last time you saw him. And I remember the last words I said to Johnny Russell as he was walking out the door of the Grand Ole Opry is, I love you, Johnny. And that's a wonderful way. And we need to remember that when we see each other and love each other while we got each other. As God's a good God, and He gives us friends, gives us everlasting friends. When God gives it, it's everlasting. And this is a song that Bill Anderson, one of the 33 songs that Bill Anderson wrote for me. He brought me to Nashville when I first came and wrote this song. He had started about 3 years prior and said, do you like this one? I said, I love it. So we recorded it on July the 16th, 1964.
3, 4, 1, 2.
When you found somebody new, I thought I never would forget you, for I thought then I never could. But time has taken all the pains away. Until now, I'm down to hurting once a day. Once a day. All day long. And once a night. From dusk till dawn. The only time I wish you weren't gone is once a day, every day, all day long. I'm so glad that I'm not like a girl I knew one time. She lost the one she loved, then slowly lost her mind. She sat around and cried her life away. Well, lucky me, I'm down to crying once a day. Once a day. All day long. And once a night. From dusk till dawn. The only time I wish you weren't gone is once a day, every day, all day long. Once a day, every day, all day long. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I've never gotten tired of singing that song. And, one day Bill said, I was thanking him for the 100th time for allowing me to be the first to record that song. And he said, well, did you know at least 50 other people have recorded that since you did? And I don't know. My favorite girl singer is Loretta Lynn. I guess you know, yeah. And George Jones is my favorite male singer. But anyway, did you know Loretta cut that song? She did it on one of her albums. You got to look it up and find it because it's great. And I wish she was here to do it for you, but she's not. So I'm going to give you just a hint of the way Loretta does one today. I'm so glad that I'm not like a girl I knew one time. She lost the one she loved, then slowly lost her mind. She sat around and cried her life away. Oh, lucky me, I'm down to cry once a day. Once a day. All day long. And once a night. From dusk till dawn. The only time I wish you weren't gone is once a day, every day, all day long. Once a day, every day, all day long. Don't tell her I did that. She's the best. She's the best. And I also, some of my great friends, I think one of my great friends is coming here pretty soon, Barbara Fairchild. Have you come over here to see her before? Isn't she something? She's great. She and I and Sharon White, one of the Whites, and Ricky Skaggs' wife, and Ricky produced an album, a gospel album with me and Sharon and Barbara Fairchild. And I want to do one of the songs that I really loved and wanted to do on that album. It's, I believe we're here to love each other and to encourage each other and lift each other up. And we need each other. And this is one of the songs that kind of talks about that.
3, 4, 1, 2.
I can see you're in the battle. Yes, the war still rages on. You don't have to be defeated, though you're struggling to hold on. Oh, my brother, my sister, I am here to stand with you. You are still an overcomer, and by faith you'll make it through. Fight on, fight on. Through the darkest nights when hope seems nearly gone. In the name of Jesus, the battle will be won. Fight on, weary soldier, fight on. There's a kingdom in the making, so keep holding to your sword, for your weapons are so mighty through the Spirit of the Lord. Oh, be strong and take courage. He will never let you fall. In the morning light of victory, you'll say it was worth it all. Fight on, fight on. Through the darkest nights when hope seems nearly gone, in the blessed name of Jesus, the battle will be won. Fight on, weary soldier, fight on. Fight on, fight on. Through the darkest nights when hope seems nearly gone. Oh, in the name of Jesus, the battle will be won. Fight on, weary soldier, fight on, weary soldier, fight on, weary soldier, fight on. The very first Grand Ole Opry artist that I got to see live and in person was a lady by the name of Miss Martha Carson. And she was singing this song that she wrote and had a big hit. Well, I've got that old-time religion. I've got that old-time religion. And that is why I'm satisfied. If you ask me if I'm weary, if I had the peace of mind, if I done forgot the words again, sing it, Rod.
till I reach that other side.
I'm satisfied with my Jesus. Oh, when he knocks, I'll let him in. He goes with me through all these valleys, and I know he is my friend. Satisfied,
Satisfied,
satisfied.
satisfied.
No trouble can ever keep me down. When my eyes are closed in bed with my Jesus, I'll be at rest in the new love. I'm If my friends, they all forsake me, and they turn me from their door, and if they sow no seeds of kindness, make them pass away by bottom. Oh well, I'm satisfied with my Jesus. When he knocks, I'll let him in. He goes with me through all these valleys, and I know he is my friend. Oh, satisfied, satisfied. No trouble can ever keep me down. When my eyes are closed in bed with my Jesus, I'll be at rest in the new love. I'm satisfied, satisfied. I'm satisfied. Ain't no trouble gonna ever keep me down. Well, when my eyes are closed in bed with my Jesus, I'll be at rest in the new love. But I'm satisfied. I got that old time religion, got that old time religion. That is why I'm Thank you very much. We were talking before the show, being this is the first show of the season. Gary and I were talking about, boy, it seems like it's been 2 or 3, I don't know how many months. It's been several months since we've done a full concert because we've been working on other things. And just right before we went out there, I said, yeah, it's those ones you think you know. And I proved my point. But how about a hand for the Sundowners? Aren't they great? Rick Wright, Gary Carter, Rick McClure, and Rod Ham. And I had the privilege one time being on stage with a man on the same show. This man, Red Foley, and he was singing this song. 1, 2, 3, 2. Well, I'm so tired and so weary, but I must go along till the Lord comes and calls me away. Oh, yes, where the morning is bright and the Lamb is the light. And the night is as fair as the day. Oh, yes. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh, Lord, I pray there'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There the bear will be gentle, and the wolf will be tame, and the lion shall lay down by the Lamb, oh yes, and every beast from the wild will be led by a little child, and I'll be changed from this creature I am. Oh yes, there will be peace in the valley of me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray there'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. God bless you.
Grand Ole Opry star Connie Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Connie Smith.
Gentlemen, yeah. One round of applause for Connie and the band there. Thank you. Connie's going to be next door over here in the dining room in just a few minutes, sign some autographs. She's got lots of CDs and products over there for you guys to take a look at. So if you line up back at the back there, at the back dining room door, just come right down that wall. We'll be over there in just a minute. Be sure and visit with her just a minute before she leaves. Thank you so much for coming to Chumuckla again. God bless you.